afternoon, Bert. Everybody in.
Evening, Bert. May I have my key? Thank you. Bert, we've been found in the market. Isn't it lovely?
Hello. Cynthia, darling, it's Daphne. Yes, are you alone? You listen, I'm you know where. Yes, I did. No, he isn't awake yet. There's nobody about at all. No, in the spare room. But I've only just got up. I'm not dressed or anything. Look, I can't go on about it now. Somebody might come in. If anybody rings up from home, will you swear to say I spent the night with you? Darling, you promised. Well, in that case, say I'm in the bath or something. Of course, I can't wait to tell you. All right.
Morning.
What time is Mr. Essendine going to be called?
He will ring.
What time does he usually ring?
That depends what time he went to bed.
I'm afraid we were rather late last night. You see, we were at a party, and Mr. Essendine very kindly said he'd drive me home. Then I found I'd forgotten my latchkey. And I knew I shouldn't be able to make any of the servants here because they sleep at the top of the house. So Mr. Essendine very sweetly said I could spend the night here. So I did.
If you were very late, he will probably sleep until the afternoon.
Oh, dear. Couldn't you call him?
Alas, no. We can never call him.
Do you think I could have some coffee or orange juice?
I will see.
Or something? Oh, good morning.
Good morning, miss.
Have you any idea what time Mr. Essendine will get up?
Oh, it might be any time. He didn't leave no note.
Well, couldn't you call him? It's nearly 11 o'clock.
The whole place goes up in smoke if we wake him by accident, let alone call him.
Well, do you think I could have some breakfast?
Well, now, miss, what would you fancy?
Well, some coffee, please,
Rightio,
and
miss.
some orange juice. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm Mr. Essendine's secretary. Is there anything I can do for you?
I'm afraid it's rather awkward. You see, Mr. Essendine drove me home last night from a party, and I idiotically forgot my latchkey. So Mr. Essendine very sweetly said I could spend the night here, in the spare room.
I hope you were warm enough.
Yes, quite, thank you.
It's liable to be a bit nippy in the spare room.
I kept the heater on.
Very sensible.
And now I was wondering if somebody could tell Mr. Essendine that I'm, well, here.
Well, I expect he'll remember when he wakes up.
Have you any idea when that'll be?
No, I'm afraid not. If he didn't leave any special time to be called, he might sleep on indefinitely.
I don't want to go away without saying goodbye and thanking him.
Yes, well, if I were you, I should have some breakfast and get dressed. If he's not awake by then, you can leave a message for him. Have you asked for some breakfast?
Oh, yes, I think the man's bringing it.
Have you known Mr. Essendine long?
Well, no, not exactly. I mean, of course, I've known him for ages. I think he's absolutely wonderful. But we actually only met last night for the first time at Maureen Jarrett's party.
I see.
I think he's even more charming off the stage than on, don't you?
I can never quite make up my mind.
Have you been with him for a long while?
Just on 17 years.
How wonderful. I expect you must know him better than anybody.
Less intimately than some, but better than most.
Is he happy, do you think? I mean, really happy?
I don't believe I've ever asked him.
He has a sad look in his eyes every now and then.
Oh, you noticed that, did you?
We talked for hours last night. He told me all about his early struggles.
Did he by any chance mention that life was passing him by?
Yes. He did say something like that.
Oh, dear.
Why?
I just wondered.
I do hope you don't think it's awful of me spending the night here like this. I mean, it does look rather bad.
Well, really, Miss...
You Stillington. Daphne Stillington.
Miss Stillington. That's hardly any of my business, is it?
Well, I suppose not. Well, I wouldn't like you to think...
17 years is a long time, Miss Stillington. I gave up that kind of thinking in the spring of 1922.
I see.
Will you have it in here, miss, or in the bedroom?
In here,
I
please.
really think you'd be more comfortable in the bedroom. The studio becomes rather active around 11 o'clock. People call, you know, and the telephone rings.
Very well.
I'll let you know the moment he wakes up.
Thank you so much.
Now, you pop right back into bed, miss.
Is there any soap in that bathroom?
Yeah, but the tap's a bit funny. You have to go on turning it till kingdom come.
Did you tell her?
No, she'll find out for herself.
You better send Miss Erickson into her.
Well, she's gone to the grocer's, but I'll tell her when she gets back.
Were you here last night?
No, she's news to me.
Well, if he hasn't rung by 12, we better wake him.
Well, you know what happened last time.
Can't be helped. He's lunching out anyhow.
Well, if the balloon goes up, don't blame me.
I suppose it's of no interest to either of you that I've been wakened from a deep, deep sleep by everybody screaming like banshees. What's going on?
I've been talking to Miss Stillington.
Who the hell is Miss Stillington?
She's in the spare room.
I didn't ask where she was, Monica. I asked who she was.
Well, I suppose we could look her up in the telephone book.
She lost her latchkey, if you know what I mean.
Go away, Fred, and get me some coffee.
Rightio.
And don't say rightio.
Very good,
Thank you very much.
You met her at a party last night, brought her home here, told her all about your early struggles, and she stayed the night.
I remember now. Oh, she's a darling, and I'm mad about her. What did you say her name was?
Stillington, Daphne Stillington.
I knew it was Daphne, but I hadn't the faintest idea it was Stillington. How did she look to you?
Rested.
Oh, it's dreadful, isn't it? What are we to do?
She wants to say goodbye to you and to thank you.
Whatever for?
That, Gary dear, I'm in no position to say.
What, didn't you dare to get dressed quietly like a mouse and go home? You know perfectly well it's agony in here in the morning with you banging about and telephone ringing.
You should have thought of that before you asked her to stay the night.
She had to stay the night. She'd lost her latchkey.
The sooner we turn that spare room into a library, the better.
She's probably sobbing her heart out.
Why don't you go and see?
Lend me a comb and I will.
There.
What a deplorable-looking object. Oh, God. I look 98. In 2 years from now, I'll be as bald as a coot, with rows of angry false teeth leering at me from a tumbler. Then perhaps you'll be sorry.
On the contrary, I shall be delighted. There will be fewer eager, gently-bred debutantes ready to lose their latchkeys for you when you have a toupee perched on the top of your head. And life will be a great deal simpler.
I shall never wear a toupee, Monica dear, however bald I get. Perhaps on the stage, a little front piece, but in life, never. I intend to grow old with distinction.
I'm sure that would be a great relief to all of us.
There's your sordid little comb.
Thank you. Now, do go and do a nice goodbye scene, there's a dear, and get rid of her as quickly as possible. We've got the mail to do. And Morris is coming at any minute. We can't have her littering up the place and getting in everybody's way.
I haven't done my exercises yet.
You can do those after she's
I
gone.
can't go in there in my pyjamas. It's like an icebox.
The heater's on. It's been on all night.
Very extravagant.
Mary, I thought I heard your voice.
My dear.
I'll be in the office if you want me, Gary.
Thank you, Monica.
And you won't forget, will you, that at 11:45 Mr. Roderick is coming to discuss your special broadcast on the 17th?
No, Monica.
And that at 12 sharp Morris is coming to discuss the understudies that you're taking with you to Africa?
No, Monica.
And that at 12:30 you've given an appointment to Mr. Roland Maule?
I shall remember, Monica.
I'm so glad. Goodbye, Miss Stillington.
Goodbye.
I do hope we shall meet again.
You couldn't fail to meet her again. Darling.
Gary! Oh, Gary, I'm ridiculously happy.
I'm so glad.
Are you?
Happy? There's something awfully sad about happiness, isn't there?
What a funny thing to say.
That wasn't meant to be funny.
Don't you trust me?
Trust you? Of course I trust you. Why on earth shouldn't I?
I've been in love with you for such a long time.
No, don't say that, Daphne.
Why, what's the matter?
Don't love me too much, Daphne. Promise me you won't. No good can come of loving anyone like me. I am not worthy of it. Really, I'm not.
You're more worthy of it than anyone in the world.
Foolish child.
I'm not a child. I'm 24.
24. 20. If only I were younger, if only you were older.
What does age matter when people love each other?
Look at me, Daphne. Look at me kindly, clearly, and honestly. Look at the lines on my face. Look at my thinning hair. Look at my eyes.
You're not so very old.
I didn't say I was so very old. I merely said, look at me. As a matter of fact, I'm only 45.
What's 45?
Too old for 24.
You mean you don't love me?
I don't mean any such thing.
Do you love me?
Of course I love you.
Say it. Do you? Say it.
I love you, Daphne.
Oh, darling.
But this is goodbye.
Goodbye.
Trust me, it's inevitable, not for my sake, my dear, but for yours. Listen, my dear, you're not in love with me, the real me. You're in love with an illusion, the illusion that I give you when you see me on the stage. All I dare hope for now are moments, like last night. That's why I'm so lonely sometimes, so desperately lonely. But I have learned one bitter lesson in my life. And that lesson is to be able to say goodbye.
But Gary!
Let me go on, my dear.
But I really don't see why.
We meet not as we parted. We feel more than all may see. My bosom is heavy-hearted, and thine full of doubt for me. One moment has bound the three, That moment is gone forever, like lightning that flashed and died, like a snowflake upon the river, like a sunbeam upon the tide, which the dark shadows hide.
Gary!
Please be quiet, my dear. That moment from time was singled as the first of a life of pain. The cup of its joy was mingled, delusion, too sweet, though vain, too sweet to be mine again. There now, that was Shelley. Don't you think that's beautiful?
Yes.
There was nothing that Shelley didn't know about love, not a thing. All the sadness, all the joy, all the unbearable pain.
You said last night that I was the one you've been searching for always, and that now that you've found me, you'd never let me go.
And that's perfectly true. I never shall let you go. You will be here in my heart forever.
Oh, Gary!
Oh, please, please, don't cry. I can't bear it.
How can you say I'm only in love with an illusion and not the real you at all?
Because it's true.
It isn't. It isn't. It was the real you last night. You weren't on the stage. You weren't acting.
I'm always acting, watching myself go by. That's what's so horrible. I see myself eating, drinking, loving, suffering. Sometimes I think I'm going mad. Mad.
I could help you if only you'd let me.
What, dear?
I could help you if only you'd let me.
Oh, if only you could. But it's too late.
Oh, it isn't. I swear it isn't. You see, I'll prove it to you.
You must get out of the tiresome habit of contradicting everything I say. It is too late. Listen, my dear. It's not that I don't love you. I do. I knew it the first moment I took you in my arms last night. But you see, I am not free like other men to take happiness when it comes to them. I belong to the public and to my work. In 2 weeks' time, I'm going on a tour of Africa in a repertory of 6 plays. Now, do you realize what that means? The work, the drudgery, the nerve strain. But that is my job. The one thing to which I must be faithful. When I come back, if I come back, I shall look at you again, and I shall know at the first glance whether you have waited for me or not. Now, come here, kiss me once, just once, and then go.
Oh, Gary.
Au revoir, my sweet, not goodbye, just au revoir. Come, come, away with melancholy.
Do you want your coffee in here or upstairs?
Yeah, anywhere, Fred, put it anywhere within reason.
I'd have brought it in sooner, but I heard all the weeping and wailing going on, and I thought perhaps I'd better wait.
Put it down, Fred, and go away.
Rightio.
And do stop that whistling, Fred. It's like living in Waterloo Station. Who turned that telephone through? I wish I was dead.
I switched the telephone through to here because we've got the mail to do and I can't keep darting in and out of the office all the time. Hello. Mr. Essendine's secretary speaking. No, I'm afraid he's not available at the moment. Is there anything I can do? I really think it would be better if you wrote. Not at all. Goodbye.
Who was that?
Mr. Bramble.
Never heard of it.
He said you promised to look at his invention.
What sort of an invention?
I haven't the vaguest idea.
Very curious. Might be something quite disgusting, mightn't it?
Fred said I was to go and speak to the young lady.
Very well, Miss Erickson.
What shall I say to her?
I really don't know.
I have been to the grocer's.
Well, that's as good an opening gambit as any.
Just see that she has everything she wants, Miss Erickson, and turn on a bath for her.
Alas, no. That I cannot do. The tap makes no water.
Well, rise above the whole situation, Miss Erickson. Do the best you can.
I will try.
And preserve that spirit of cheerful optimism.
There's not much this morning, so I'll go through them quickly.
This coffee tastes of curry powder.
Never mind.
I do mind. I wish I had a French chef instead of a Scandinavian spiritualist.
You could never get rid of Miss Erickson. She worships you.
Everybody worships me. It's nauseating.
There's hell to pay if they don't.
What's that blue letter?
Sylvia Laurie, she says she must see you before you go away.
She can't.
And another from Lady Worrell. Lunch on Tuesday, dinner on Friday.
Neither.
And this one I really think you ought to read for yourself. It's from that young man you forced to go to the Slade School. He's very unhappy.
I didn't force him. He asked my opinion. I gave it to him.
Well, he says that he's hedged in by obsolete conventions, his inspiration's withered, and that it's all your fault.
He's a bloody fool. Put it into Mount Pleasant.
You'll have to go through Mount Pleasant before you go away. It's overflowing. Now, here's a postcard I can't make head or tail of.
It's from Brazil.
I know. It says so on the stamp.
I've done what you said, and it's nearly finished. Can't read the signature. It looks like Pickett.
Can you remember anyone called Pickett whom you sent to Brazil to finish something?
Tear it up, Monica. People should write legibly or not at all.
Not at all. Would be lovely. Hello, Mr. Essendine, secretary speaking. Tony.
Oh, I want to speak to him.
Yes, all right. Hold on a minute. He's right here. Wants to know what you thought of the play last night.
I'll tell him. Good morning, Tony. Thank you so much for the seats. They were most comfortable. No, Tony, no. Frankly, no. Now tell me, in a few brief phrases, what on earth persuaded you to coax poor old Laura out of her merciful retirement? Yeah, I know she has a certain attack. She also happens to be one of the few actresses living who can be dressed by Schiaparelli and look as if she'd been upholstered by maples. Medieval, my foot, they look like bananas. No, I haven't read the notices, I never do. Ah, well, it's insufferable. If they think that ramping and roaring is good acting, I'm thankful I'm going to Africa. All right, Tony, come round about 6. Liz will be here. She gets back from Paris today.
Is Miss Stillington dressed yet?
Yes, but she is crying, which makes her slow. The bath was on the blink.
What? No, all right, Tony, bring her if you must. Oh, no. It's not that we don't like her. We merely find her repellent. Well, it does seem strange that with so many attractive women in the world, you should choose one with a bristling cavalry moustache. We shall be amiable, but remote. Press on, dear boy, press on.
You'd better get upstairs, Gary.
Yes, come up, we can do the rest of the letters while I'm in the bath.
There are only 2 more. An invitation from Gertrude Lovett. She's giving a coming-out dance for that pimply-looking daughter of hers.
What a horrible thought.
And another rather complicated letter from some Boy Scouts.
Good God.
Apparently you're the patron of their dramatic club, which I must say I'd completely forgotten. They're giving a performance of Laughter in Heaven, and they want you to send them a message.
Very well, send them one.
Well, what shall I say?
Monica, dear, what did you say to the Boy Scouts when you were in the Girl Guides?
Be prepared. Hello, Mr. Essendine, secretary speaking. Henry. Yes, he is, but he's in the bar. What, today? Well, I thought you weren't going to Brussels till the end of the week. All right, he's not lunching till past. Yes, I'll tell him. Bye. Hello, Miss Erickson. Is everybody in?
Yes, I think so.
Good morning, Monica, dear.
Liz, darling, we thought you weren't coming back until tonight.
I came over on the ferry, loaded with gifts like an Eastern potentate. There's one for you.
Oh, how lovely.
Bottle of scent and very expensive.
Thank you, Liz. You are a darling.
What's God up to?
He's in the bar.
I brought him a dressing gown.
Oh, how thoughtful. He's only got 18.
Don't be acid, Monica. You know he loves peacocking about in something new. It's nice and thin, highly suitable for Africa. Miss Erickson looked more peculiar than ever this morning. Is her spiritualism getting worse?
She got in touch with a dead friend at a seance on Sunday. And all he could say was no, and Christmas Day. It upset her very much.
Well, I do hope she doesn't get any dottier and do something awful.
I don't think she will. Hers is quite a tranquil madness.
Oh, it is damp.
He never stops. Hello, Mr. Essendon. Morris. Yes, but he's in the bath. Liz is here, if you'd like a word. Yes, she's just arrived. Here, Liz, it's Morris.
Thank you, darling. Morning, dear. Oh, no, on the ferry. Yes, I saw the play twice. We shall have to alter the end for England, but I talked to Valiant. He didn't seem to mind what happened as long as Gary played it. Yes, I told him your idea about Janet playing Eloise. He said although he knew she was a formidable actress, he'd rather have someone who looked less like a guinea pig. Cochon d'Inde. Yes, dear, pig of India. Oh, he's a very sweet little man. I adore him. Oh, no, darling, no, I can't. I'm lunching with poor Violet. I'll come to the office directly afterwards, if you like. Yes, I'll get rid of her. You needn't be frightened. All right.
Oh, Liz, this looks absolutely marvellous. I shan't open it until I get home. Hello, Fred. How's everything?
Oh, bit of a lash up, miss. Same as usual.
Think I can have a cup of coffee? I feel a sinking.
Rightio, miss.
It's very resolute of Fred to go on calling me miss, isn't it?
I think he has some sort of idea that when you gave up being Gary's wife, you automatically reverted to maidenhood.
It's a very pretty thought.
Oh, Miss Stillington, I'm so sorry about the bath.
Didn't matter a bit.
This is Mrs. Essendon, Miss Stillington. How do you do?
Mrs. Essendon, are you Gary's wife?
Yes.
I thought you were divorced.
We never quite got round to it.
Oh.
Oh, well, please don't look so agitated. I upped and left him years ago.
Miss Stillington unfortunately lost her latchkey last night, so she had to spend the night in the spare room.
Oh, you poor dear. You must be absolutely congealed.
Do you think I could get a taxi?
I'll ring up for one.
No, don't do that. My car's downstairs. It can take you wherever you want to go.
That's most awfully kind of you.
Not at all. The chauffeur's got bright red hair, and his name is Frobisher. You can't miss him.
Thank you so much. You're sure it's not inconvenient?
No, not in the least. Just tell him to come straight back here after he's dropped you.
Yes, of course I will. Thank you so much again.
Not at all.
Goodbye.
I'll see you out.
Oh, no, please don't trouble.
No trouble at all.
Goodbye.
Do you want anything with it, miss?
No, thanks, Fred, just a coffee.
Rightio. I'll go and tell his nibs you're here. I don't think he knows yet.
Thanks, Fred. Has that been going on long, or is it new?
Quite new. I found it wandering about in Gary's pajamas.
She seems to be what's known as a lady. It's all rather odd, isn't it?
That type's particularly idiotic, and the woods are full of them. They go shambling around London without hats and making asses of themselves. Very discouraging. I wouldn't mind if only they'd leave Gary alone. It makes the morning so complicated. I do think it's time that we all went for him again, if only out of consideration for Africa.
I'll have a go at him. After all, it's high time he started to relax.
You think a big scene is really necessary? I'll get Henry and Morris too, and then we can have a real rouser the evening before he goes away. It's generally more effective when we all do it together.
No, Morris is awfully hysterical these days. Henry's not nearly so reliable since he married Joanna.
Do you like her? Joanna?
She's a lovely creature, but tricky. Guess I think I like her all right.
I don't.
You never would, darling. She's not your cup of tea at all.
Who is...
Joanna.
Oh, she's not bad. A bit predatory, perhaps, but as far as I can see, everybody's predatory in one way or another.
I shall give it up for Lent.
Good morning, darling. Where's my present?
On the piano.
It's not another glass horse, is it, to go with Lord Baldwin?
No, it's a dressing gown for Africa.
Dressing gown, I could just... It's absolutely charming. And I'm mad about it. Now, nobody say anything important for 5 minutes. Yes. It's so beautifully austere. Impeccable taste. The best possible colonial propaganda.
Henry Ram, he's going to Brussels today. Wants to see you before he goes.
If these shoulders were only mine.
And I think Morris is coming too. Go away then, Monica. I must talk to Gary before Morris gets here. It's important. Well, better hurry up because Mr. Maule is expected at any minute.
Who is Mr. Maule?
You know perfectly well who he is. He's that young man who wrote that mad play half in verse and caught you on the telephone. You were so busy being attractive and unspoiled by your great success that you promised him an appointment.
Monica, dear, it is your pride and pleasure to protect me from things like that. I cannot possibly see him.
You must see him. He's coming all the way from Uckfield. And it serves you right for snatching the telephone when I wasn't looking.
I've noticed a great change in you lately, Monica, dear. I don't know if it's because you've given up cramming yourself with potatoes or what it is, but you are getting nastier and nastier with every day that passes. Go away.
I'm going.
Who gave you that?
Liz.
Nuit d'amour. Most unsuitable.
I'll be in the office if you want me, Gary.
Of course you'll be in the office spinning nasty little plots and intrigues against me, I shouldn't wonder.
I will if I can think of it.
Go away, go away, go
and
away.
do try and persuade him to have some electric treatment on his hair, Liz. It's getting terribly thin. No.
And turn off the telephone.
All right.
Now, darling, tell me all about everything.
I saw the play.
Oh, yes, good.
Yes, very. We'll have to change it a bit. But Vallion's quite willing to let us do what we like. I don't want to go on about it now until I've mulled it over a little more. I'm seeing Morris after lunch.
Yes, I've told him I can't possibly open until November. I must have a holiday after Africa, so there's lots of time.
Now I want to talk to you about something else.
I don't like that tone at all. What's on your mind?
Your general behaviour.
Oh, really, Liz, what have I done now?
Don't you think it's time you started to relax?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Who was that poor little creature I saw here this morning? In evening dress.
She lost her latchkey.
They often do,
Now, listen,
and in
Liz,
my humble opinion, all this casual scampering about is rather undignified.
Scampering, indeed. You have a genius for putting things unpleasantly.
Oh, don't misunderstand me. I'm not taking a moral view. Gave that up as hopeless years ago. No, I'm merely basing my little homily on reason, dignity, position, and let's face it, age.
I suppose you'd like me to spend all my time in a bath chair.
It would certainly have its compensation.
It's all very fine for you to come roaring back from Paris, where you've been up to, God knows what, start to bully me.
I'm not bullying
Yes,
you.
you are. You're sitting smug as be damned on an awful little cloud, blowing down on me.
Don't bluster.
And who went away and left me a prey to everybody in the first place? Answer me.
I
that.
did, thank
Well, then,
God. Would you like me to have stayed?
Certainly not. You drove me mad.
Well, then stop shilly-shallying about and pay attention.
This to date is the most irritating morning of my entire life.
Can remember better ones.
Where were we?
Be good, there's a darling. I mean it.
Mean what?
Exactly this. You have reached a moment in life when a little restraint would be becoming. You're no longer the debonair, irresponsible juvenile. You are an eminent man, advancing with every sign of reluctance into middle age.
May God forgive you, dear, for I never should.
Never mind about that. We all know about your irresistible fascination. We've been watching it going on monotonously for 20 years.
I met you for the first time exactly 11 years ago next August. You were wearing a very silly little hat. You still are.
Oh, will you be serious? Now, your behaviour naturally affects all of us. Morris, Henry, Monica and me. You're responsible for us, we're responsible for
So
you.
you've been discussing all this with Monica and Morris and Henry.
Well, I haven't yet, but I will if I don't see any signs of improvement.
Black me.
You know how you hate it when we all make a concerted pounce?
The thing that astonishes me in life is people's arrogance.
Well, you're a fine one to talk about
Well, it's
arrogance.
fantastic. Look at you all gossiping in corners, whispering behind your fans, telling me what to do and what not to do. It's downright sauce, that's what it is. 20 years ago, Henry put all his money into The Lost Cavalier. Who played it for 18 months to capacity with extra matinees? I did. Who was it who started his whole career as a producer in that play? Morris did. Who was
I
it
wish
who-
you'd stop asking questions and answering them yourself. It's making me giddy.
Where would you all be without me, I asked myself. Monica, where would Monica be if I hadn't snatched her away from that revolting old aunt of hers and given her a job?
With the revolting old aunt.
Yes. One of the most depressing, melancholy actresses on the English stage. Where would you be if I hadn't forced you to give up acting and start writing?
Open air theatre, Regent's Park.
I even had to marry you to do it.
Yes, and a fine gesture that turned out to be.
I was in love with you for longer than anybody else. You can't grumble.
I never grumbled. I believe in going through any experience, however shattering.
You adored me. You know you did.
And I still do, darling. You're so chivalrous.
Yes, well, thank you, yes.
Rubbing it in, how dependent we all are on you for every breath we take.
I never said that.
You are just as dependent on us anyhow now. We stop you from being extravagant, from buying houses every 5 minutes. We stopped you in the nick of time from playing Peer Gynt.
I still maintain I would have been magnificent as Peer Gynt.
Above all, we stopped you from overacting.
You have now gone too far. You better go away somewhere.
I've only just come back.
Monica! Monica!
What on earth?
Have you, or have you not, ever seen me overact?
Frequently.
It's a conspiracy.
As a matter of fact, you're overacting now.
I give in. You're all against me. Doesn't matter about me. Oh, no, I'm only the breadwinner. It doesn't matter that I'm wounded and insulted. It doesn't matter that my timorous belief in myself is subtly undermined.
Your belief in yourself is about as timorous as Napoleon.
And look what happened to him. He died. Forsaken and alone on a beastly little island in the middle of the sea.
Islands have that in common.
You're trying to be funny now because you're ashamed. You're ashamed because you know you've hurt me unbearably. I don't suppose any of you would care a fig if I were exiled forever tomorrow. You'd probably be delighted. I think that's why I'm being forced to go to Africa.
You're longing to go and you know
Forced.
it. Oh, darling. Darling, when you're there, behave yourself, for heaven's sake. Now, don't go having affairs with everybody, please. Please. Now, come on. I want you to talk about Morris just for a minute.
What's wrong with Morris? What's wrong?
Well, I'm not sure that anything is really, but I've heard things.
What sort of things?
I think you may have to do a little of your famous finger wagging. It's Joanna.
Joanna?
Apparently Morris is in love with her. I don't know how far it's gone or any of the details, but I do know that if it's true, something has got to be done about it, and at once.
Yes, Morris and Joanna, he must be mad. Who told you?
Bobby, first of all, when we were driving out from Versailles. Then Louise tackled me about it in Maxine's. You know how she adores Henry.
Does Henry suspect anything?
Oh, I don't think so, but then he wouldn't, would he, until it was shoved under his nose?
Really, it's too tiresome. Just I'm going away and everything. It could bust up the whole business.
Well, if Henry finds out, it certainly will.
Well, what are we to do?
First of all, I think you better find out from Morris if it's true or not, and if it is, how far it's gone. Then, well, read the riot act and get him away somewhere. Take him to Africa with you, anything.
There's that beastly young man from Uckfield, and here am I trembling like a leaf. I can't see him. I know I...
Well, you've got to if you promise.
My whole life is one long torment, and none of you even know.
Now listen, it may not be the young man at all. It might be Morris.
To hell with Morris, to hell with everybody.
Oh, don't be so idiotic. You know as well as I do, if there's any truth in this Joanna business, it's going to land us all in the most sordid complications. Probably wreck everything. You have got to find out. And if you don't, I will. I'm seeing him at 2:30.
Well, he won't tell you a thing. He'll just fly into a rage and ask you to mind your own business.
I shall be in until 1:15. Telephone me the moment he's gone.
He won't go. I'm lunching with him. I can't exactly give you a detailed account of his love life on the telephone with him sitting here.
Dial my number by mistake and just say, I'm so sorry, it's the wrong number. Then I'll know.
What will you know?
Well, that everything's all right. But if you say, I'm so terribly sorry it's the wrong number, then I shall know that everything's all wrong and be round in a flash to back you up.
I'm so sorry it's the wrong number. I am so terribly sorry it's the wrong number. Intrigue. My whole life is enmeshed with intrigue.
Have you got that clear? Will you promise to do it?
All right. tell you another fascinating thing about my life if you're interested. Nobody in this house, in any circumstances whatsoever, answers a bell under an hour. Miss Erickson! Fred!
I'm going now. Remember, I shall be in until I hear from you. Poor Violet can wait.
Poor Violet never does anything else. Miss Erickson, the front doorbell has been pealing incessantly for 28 minutes.
Alas, yes. But there is a woman at the back door with a tiny baby.
What does she want?
I do not know. There was no time to ask her.
Well, most of the silver's gone by now, I expect.
She'd be better advised to settle for some bread and cheese.
Monica! Monica! Monica, there is a woman at the back door with a tiny baby.
What does she want?
What she wants, Monica, dear, can only be accurately ascertained by bloody well asking her.
Maule.
How do you do?
How do you do?
This is my wife, Mr. Maule.
I know you have an appointment with Gary. I wouldn't dream of interrupting, so I'll say goodbye.
Huh?
Remember, Gary, I shall be sitting beside the telephone.
Oh, I'm so sorry, it's the wrong number.
All right.
I am so terribly sorry, it's the wrong number.
All wrong.
Yeah, goodbye. Do sit down.
Thank you very much.
Cigarette?
No, thank you.
You don't smoke.
Nope.
Would you care for a drink?
No, thank you.
Tell me, how old are you?
25. Why?
I just wondered.
How old are you?
45. In December, Jupiter, you know, very energetic.
Yes, of course.
So, you've come all the way from Uckfield.
It isn't very far.
I know, but it sort of sounds far, doesn't it?
It's quite near Lewis.
Then there's nothing to worry about, is there?
It's a sweet little thing, but it looks far from well.
What does she want?
My sister.
We haven't got her, have we?
No, she lives 2 doors down in the mews. It was all a mistake.
Oh, Monica, dear, I simply must introduce you. This is my secretary, Mr. Maule.
How do you do?
I have your script in the office if you care to take it away with you.
Thank you very much.
I'll put it into an envelope. Yes.
Do sit down. Now, I must talk to you about your play.
I expect you hated it.
Well, I must admit I did find it a little uneven.
I knew you'd say that.
I'm glad I'm running so true to form.
Well, it really isn't the sort of thing you'd like, is it?
In that case, why on earth did you send it to me?
Just took a chance. I mean, I know you only play rather trashy stuff as a rule. I thought you just might like to get stuck into something deeper.
And what is there about your play, Mr. Maule, that you consider so deep? Apart from the plot, which is completely submerged after the first 4 pages.
Plots aren't important. It's ideas that matter. Look at Chekhov.
Oh, in addition to ideas, I think we might concede Chekhov a certain flimsy sense of psychology, don't you?
You mean my play isn't psychologically accurate?
It isn't very good, you know. Really, it isn't.
I think it's very good indeed.
Yes, well, I can understand that perfectly, but you must admit that my opinion, based on a lifelong experience of the theatre, might be the right
The
one.
commercial theatre.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
I suppose you'll say that Shakespeare wrote for the commercial theatre. But the only point of doing anything with the drama at all is to make money. All those old arguments. What you don't realise is that the theatre of the future is a theatre of ideas.
Yes, that may be, but you see, at the moment I am concerned with the theatre of the present.
Well, what do you do with it? Every play you appear in is exactly the same. Superficial, frivolous, without the slightest intellectual significance. You have a great following and a strong personality, and all you do is prostitute yourself every night of your life. All you do with your talent is wear dressing gowns and make witty remarks when you might really be helping people, making them think, making them feel.
There can be no true opinions about it. I'm having the most discouraging morning.
If you want to live on in people's memories and go down to posterity as an important man, you better do something about it quickly. There isn't a moment to be lost.
I don't give a hoot about posterity. Why should I worry about what people think of me when I'm dead as a doornail anyway? My worst defect is that I'm too apt to worry about what people think of me when I'm still alive. But I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm changing my methods. And you are my first experiment. Sit down. As a rule, when insufferable young beginners have the impertinence to criticize me, I dismiss the whole thing lightly because I'm embarrassed for them. And I think it not quite fair game to puncture their inflated egos too sharply. But this time, my highbrow young friend, you're going to get it in the neck. To begin with, your play is not a play at all. It's a meaningless jumble of adolescent, pseudo-intellectual poppycock. It bears no relation to the theatre, or to life, or to anything. And you yourself wouldn't be here at this moment if I hadn't been bloody fool enough to pick up that telephone when my secretary wasn't looking. But now that you are here, however, let me tell you this. If you wish to become a playwright, leave the theatre of tomorrow to take care of itself. Go and get yourself a job as a butler in the repertory company, if they'll have you. Learn from the ground up how plays are constructed, what is actable, what is not. Then sit down and write 20 plays, one after another. And if you can succeed in getting the 21st produced for a Sunday night performance, you'll be damned lucky.
I had no idea you were like this. You're wonderful! Please, I'm awfully sorry to think I was impertinent just now. But I'm awfully glad to, because if I hadn't been, you would have got angry with me. And if you hadn't got angry with me, then I shouldn't have known what you're really like.
You don't in the least know what I'm really like.
Yes, I do now.
I can't see that it matters anyhow.
It matters to me.
What do you mean?
Do you really want to know?
What are you talking about?
It's rather difficult to explain.
What is rather difficult to explain?
What I feel about you. Oh, no. Please let me explain. I've been rather unhappy about you for quite a long time now. You've been a sort of obsession with me. I saw you in your last play 47 times. One week I came every night in the pit because I was up in town trying to pass an exam.
Did you pass it?
No, I didn't.
I'm not surprised.
My father wants me to be a lawyer. Ah, imagine.
Imagine.
The exam was for me. Well, actually, I've been studying psychology a great deal lately. Because I felt that somehow I wasn't quite at peace with myself. And then gradually, bit by bit, I came to realize that you signify something to me.
What sort of something?
I don't quite know. Not yet.
You know, that not yet is one of the most sinister remarks I've ever heard.
Don't laugh at me, please. I'm always sick if anyone laughs at me.
Oh, forgive me, but you really are the most peculiar young man.
I'm all right now. I feel fine.
I'm delighted to hear it.
When can I come and see you again?
I'm afraid you can't. You see, I'm going to Africa.
Would you see me if I came to Africa too?
I really think you'd be far happier in Uckfield.
I expect you think I'm mad, but no, I'm not a bit, really. I just mind deeply about certain things. I feel much better now, though. I know I shall be able to sublimate you all right.
Sublimate me?
Yes.
Which I suppose I should go away. Stop now. You see, I'm expecting my manager. I have a great deal of business to
All right,
discuss.
I'm going.
Shall I get you your script?
No. Tear it out. You were quite right about it. It was only written with part of myself. I see that now. Goodbye!
If that young man ever rings up again, get rid of him at all costs. He's as mad as a hatter.
What did he do?
He began by insulting me and finished by sublimating me.
Poor dear, you look quite shattered.
I am.
Have a glass of sherry.
Those are the first kind words I've heard all morning.
I think I'll have one too.
That would be Morris. What time do you make it?
20 to 1. I'll let him in.
Thank you.
What a strange young man sitting on the stairs.
What's he doing?
Crying.
What have you been up to, Gary?
I haven't been up to anything. I merely told him what I thought of his play.
Well, I'm glad to see you haven't lost your touch.
Sherry, Morris?
Oh, thanks.
Henry?
Is it the same cherry you always have?
Yes.
No, thanks.
What's wrong with it?
Nothing much. It's just not very nice.
You should never have joined the Athenaeum Club, Henry. It was a disaster.
I really don't see why.
It's made you pompous.
Well, it can't have. I've always been too frightened to go into it.
Well, Henry's quite right about the sherry. It's disgusting.
If anybody else complains about anything, I shall go out of my mind. This studio's been like a wailing wall all morning.
Well, Lizzie's back.
Oh, Liz is back. Oh, Morris, thank you so much for telling me. I really must try to get in touch with her.
Well, what's the matter with the old boy, Monica? He seems remarkably crotchety.
Well, Liz went for him a bit. And then I told him that he overacted. He really has had rather a beastly time of it. And then that dotty young man on top of everything.
Never mind, Gary. God's in his heaven and all's right with the world. I got some lovely bad news for you.
What?
Nora Fenwick can't come to Africa.
Why not?
She's broken her leg.
Well, really?
Yes, well, it isn't actually terribly important.
Oh, no, it couldn't matter less. It merely means that I've got to spend the entire voyage out rehearsing a new woman into 6 different character parts. How did the silly bitch do it?
She fell down at Victoria Station.
She had no right to be in Victoria Station. Well, who can we get?
Well, Morris wants Beryl Willard, but I don't think she's quite right.
Morris wants who?
Beryl Willard.
So Morris wants Beryl Willard, does he?
But why not? She's extremely competent.
I agree, I quite agree. Beryl Willard is extremely competent. Beryl Willard has been extremely competent, man and boy, for 40 years. I'll tell you what, no prayer, no pride, no threat, no power, human or divine, will induce me to go to Africa with Beryl Willard. I wouldn't go as far as Wimbledon with Beryl Willard.
What he's trying to say is that he doesn't care for Beryl Willard.
All right, she's out. Whom do you suggest?
Just a minute. If you're going to start one of those casting arguments, I'm going. I've got to catch a plane to Brussels. I just want to let you know that you can't have the St. James's for the French play in the autumn.
Why not?
Because Robert's got it for the whole season, starting in September.
Why did you let him? You knew I wanted it.
Yes, but the Majestic Theatre is very much nicer, and the capacity's bigger.
The Majestic. You've both of you been trying to get me into that underheated morgue for years.
It's been done up and redecorated.
It'll have to be rebuilt brick by brick before I set foot in it.
Arrange it later, will you, Morris? He's obviously in one of his states this morning. I can't stop now.
And what are you going to Brussels for anyway?
Business. Nice, ordinary, straightforward business. Nothing to do with the theatre at all. I can't wait to get there. Well, goodbye, sweetie. Try to be a little more amiable when I come back. Goodbye, Monica. Goodbye, Morris. Oh, Morris, by the way, you might ring up Joanna. She's all alone.
Yes, I have. I'm taking her to the opening at His Majesty's tomorrow night.
Oh, fine. Goodbye.
Do you want me anymore, Gary?
Why? What are you going to do?
I'm going to write to Beryl Willard and ask her to come and live with you.
So, you're taking Joanna to the opening at His Majesty's tomorrow, are you?
Yes. Why?
Why not? Why not, indeed?
What on earth do you mean?
I think I'll come too.
All right, that'll be grand. I've got a box. There's lots of room.
Ah, Morris.
What the devil's the matter?
You like Joanna, don't you?
Of course I do. She's a darling.
Well, I wouldn't describe her as a darling exactly, but I don't see very much of her. I gather that you do.
Now, what are you getting at?
People are beginning to talk, Morris.
What about?
About you and Joanna.
Rubbish.
It's true, and you know it.
I know nothing of the sort.
Are you in love with her?
In love with Joanna? Of course I'm not.
Are you preparing to be? I can usually tell if you're about to embark upon one of your emotional rampages.
Well, I like that, I must say. What about you?
Never mind about me. Have you or have you not had an affair with Joanna?
I'm damned if I'll be cross-questioned.
Have you or haven't you?
Mind your own business.
Oh, damn it, if this isn't my business, I don't know what is. If you're fooling around with Joanna on the side and Henry finds out, do you realize what that'll mean?
I refuse to go on with this conversation.
You can refuse until you're blue in the face. You're going to listen.
I have no intention of submitting to one of your famous finger-wagging tirades. I'm sick to death.
Now, Morris, many years ago, before you were so heartless again, you have to admit they helped you considerably.
Well, of course I admit it, but so what?
Well, now look, you and I have never lied to each other about anything vital to us, have we?
No.
And it would be rather foolish, after all these years, to start lying now, wouldn't it?
Well, all right, but nobody has, as far as I can see.
But I would like to make you see one thing clearly, Morris, and it's this. You, Henry, Monica, Liz, and I share something of inestimable importance to all of us. And that something is mutual respect and trust. Now here we are, 5 people, closely woven together by affection, work, and intimate knowledge of each other. It's too important a setup to risk breaking for any outside emotional reason whatsoever. Now, Joanna is alien to us. She doesn't really belong to us, never could. But don't you believe for 1 minute that Joanna isn't a potential danger. She is. If she could succeed in wreaking havoc among all of us, I am quite certain she would leave no stone unturned. So all I implore you, Morris, is this. Be careful.
Really,
no,
I have no intention.
Don't say anything now, but please, please, be careful. Is that clear?
Quite. I think I'll have a little more sherry.
I think I will too. It's delicious. Good heavens, it's after 1. I haven't telephoned for a table.
Well, there's no need. We can always go upstairs.
Oh, no. Upstairs smells of potted shrimps. I'm so sorry. Hello? Yes. I am so sorry. It's the wrong number. Yes.
I'm off now. Have you got everything you want?
You're looking very dressy, Fred. Where are you off to?
To Garney's.
Where's that?
Tottenham Court Road.
Is it a nightclub, dance hall, or what?
Well, it's a bit of all sorts, really. Doris works there.
What does she do?
She sings a couple of numbers and does a dance with a skipping rope.
Yeah. Very enjoyable.
Well, I think it's a bit wet myself. Still, it goes down all right.
Are you going to marry Doris, Fred?
Me? Marry? What an hope.
You really are dreadfully immoral, Fred.
That's right.
I know for a fact that you've been what is known as taking advantages of Doris for, 2 years now?
Well, why not? She likes it, I like it, and a good time's had by all.
Yes, but don't you mind about her at all? I mean, do you think about her when she's not there?
She always is there, when I want her.
But what will she do when we're in Africa?
Oh, she'll manage. She's got a couple of blokes running round after her now. Quite posh, one of them is. In the silk business.
Oh, I see. She's communal.
Oh, yeah. Will you ring as usual in the morning, or do you want to be called?
No, I'll ring, Fred. Has Miss Erickson gone?
Oh, yeah, she left early. She had to come over about 6 o'clock and opted. She's gone to her friend in Hammersmith. They turn out all the lights, play the gramophone, and talk to an Indian.
Well, if it amuses them and pleases the Indian, I suppose it's all right.
She's a good worker, you know, even if she is a bit scatty. And you can't have everything, can you?
No, Fred, you most certainly can't.
Will that be all?
Yes, thank you, Fred. Well, off you go, Fred. Enjoy yourself.
And the same to you. Be good.
Hello. Who done speaking? Oh, Liz. No, I'm sorry, darling. I've been in about half an hour. Yes, quite alone. I'm turning over a new leaf, haven't you heard? Yes, last night, with both of them. Then we had supper at the Savoy afterwards, and Morris and I drove her home. No, I didn't mention it again. I thought it wiser not. You sound a little skeptical. Oh, no, she was very charming, as a matter of fact. She's quite intelligent, you know, and I must say she's a permanent pleasure to the eye. All right, darling, I'll see you in the morning. No, I'm going straight to bed. With a book. Yes, sir. And the same to you. Good night. Joanna!
I can't tell you how relieved I am that you're in. I've done the most idiotic thing.
Why? Whatever's happened?
I've forgotten my latchkey.
Oh, Joanna.
Oh, don't look at me like that. I'm not in the least inefficient as a rule. This is the first time I've ever done such a thing in my life. I'm in an absolute fury. I had to dress in the most awful rush to dine with Frida and go to the Toscanini concert, and I left it in my other bag.
And I suppose the servants all sleep at the top of the house.
They do more than sleep. They apparently go off into a coma. I've been battering on the door for nearly half an hour.
Would you care for a drink?
Very much indeed. I'm exhausted.
We must decide what is best to be done.
I went to a call box and rang up Liz, but she must be out because there wasn't a reply.
You rang up Liz and there wasn't a reply.
As I hadn't any more coppers and the taxi man hadn't either, I came straight here.
Cigarette?
Thank you. You're looking very whimsical, don't you believe me?
Of course I believe you. Why on earth shouldn't I?
I don't know. You always look at me as though you didn't trust me an inch. It's a shame, you know, because I'm so nice, really.
I'm sure you are, Joanna.
I know that voice, Gary. You've used it in every play you've ever been in.
Complete naturalness on the stage is my strong suit.
You've never really liked me, have you?
No, not particularly.
I wonder why.
I've always found you rather tiresome.
In what way, tiresome?
No, I don't know. There's a certain arrogance about you, a little too much self-assurance.
You don't care for competition, I see.
You're lovely looking, of course. I always thought that.
Thank you.
If perhaps too aware of it.
You're being conventionally odious, but somehow it doesn't quite ring true. But then you never do quite ring true, do you? I expect it's because you're an actor. They're always inclined to be a bit papier-mâché.
Puppets, Joanna dear, just creatures of tinsel and sawdust. How clever of you to have noticed.
I wish you'd stop being suave just for a moment.
What would you like me to do? Fly into a tantrum? Burst into tears?
I think I should like you to be kind.
Kind?
Yes, at least kind enough to make an effort to overcome your perfectly obvious prejudice against me.
I'm sorry it's so obvious.
I'm not quite an idiot, though I must say you always treat me as if I were. I know you resented my marrying Henry, you all did, and I entirely see why you should have any heart first. But after all, that was 5 years ago. During that time, I've done my best not to obtrude, not to encroach on any special preserves. But my reward has been rather meagre from you particularly. Nothing but artificial politeness and a slightly frigid tolerance.
Poor Joanna.
I see my appeal has fallen on stony ground. I'm so sorry.
What are you up to?
I'm not up to anything.
Then sit down again.
I think I should like you to call me a taxi.
Nonsense. There's nothing you'd hate more. You came here with a purpose, didn't you?
Of course I did. I lost my latchkey. I knew you had a spare room, and
Well,
I wanted to get to know you a little better.
I see.
No, you don't. I know exactly what you think, and I can't altogether blame you. In your position as one of the world's most famous romantic comedians, it's only natural you should imagine every woman is anxious to hurl herself at your head. I'm sure, for instance, you don't believe for one moment that I lost my latchkey.
You're good. My God, you're good.
What's the number of the taxi rank? I'll ring up myself.
Sloane 2664.
Hello, is that Sloane 2664? Oh, I'm so sorry, it's the wrong number. What are you laughing at?
If only you knew.
You're enjoying yourself enormously, aren't you?
You win.
Give me back the phone, it looks so infuriating.
Have another drink.
No, thank you.
Just one more cigarette.
No.
Oh, please, I'm sorry.
I wish you were really sorry.
Who knows? Perhaps I am.
I could cry now very effectively, if only I had the technique.
Technique certainly is very important.
Oh dear.
Conversation seems to have come to a standstill.
I think perhaps I would like another little drink after all. Just a very small one. You make me feel extraordinarily self-conscious. That's one of your most renowned gifts, isn't it? Frightening people.
Surely you're not going to say that I frighten you.
You terrify Frida Lawson out of her life. She told me so the other day.
I can't think why. I scarcely know her.
It's personality, I expect. Plus your reputation for being, well, rather ruthless.
Amorously or socially?
Both?
How are we doing?
Better, I think.
That's a very pretty dress.
I wore it for Toscanini.
He frightens people too, you know. When they play wrong notes.
You look strangely young. Every now and then. It would be nice to know what you're really like under all the trappings.
Just a simple boy, stinking with idealism.
Sentimental too, almost Victorian at moments.
I spent hours at my sampler.
Are you happy on the whole?
Ecstatically.
You never get tired of fixing people's lives, of being a boss, of everybody adoring you and obeying you?
Never, never. I revel in it.
I suspected that you did, but I wasn't quite sure.
Would you like me to play you something?
No, thank you.
Why ever not? You must be mad.
Not mad, just musical.
Snappy, too. Quite rude, in fact.
Yes, that was rather rude, wasn't it? I'm sorry.
What shall we do now?
Do? Is there any necessity to do anything?
Well, my social sense tells me that something is required of me. But for the life of me, I can't think what it is. That's why I suggested playing the piano.
There's always the radio.
Not here, there isn't.
I'm so glad I'm adult. You must be pretty shattering to the young and inexperienced.
Is that a subtle allusion to my charm?
You glitter so brightly, you're so gaily caparisoned, all the little bells tinkling.
I sound like a circus horse.
You are rather like a circus horse, as a matter of fact, prancing into the ring to be admired, jumping with such assurance through all the paper hoops.
Oh, really, Johnny, you must make up your mind. All this provocative skirmishing is getting me down. What do you want?
I want you to be what I believe you really are. Friendly and genuine, someone to be trusted. I want you to do me the honor of stopping your eternal performance for a little. Ring down the curtain, take off your makeup and relax.
Everyone keeps telling me to relax.
One can hardly blame you.
Shouldn't I be very vulnerable, dear Delilah? Shorn of my nice silky hair.
Why are you so afraid of being vulnerable? Wouldn't it be rather a relief? To be perpetually on guard must be terribly tiring.
I was right about you from the first.
Were you?
Yes, you're as predatory as hell.
Gary!
You got poor wretched Henry when he was convalescent. You made a dead set at Morris, and now, my God, you're after me, and don't deny it. I can see it in your eye. You suddenly appear out of the night, reeking with the lust of conquest. The whole atmosphere's quivering with it. You've had your hair done today, haven't you? And your nails. Probably your feet, too. That's a new dress, those are new shoes, and your mind, even more expertly groomed to vanquish than your body. Every word, every phrase, every change of mood, cunningly planned. Just the right mixture of sex antagonism mixed with subtle flattery. Just the right switch over, perfectly timed, between provocative implication and wistful diffidence. You want to know what I'm really like, do you? Under all the glittering veneer? Well, this is it. This is what I'm really like. Fundamentally honest. When I'm driven into a corner, I tell the truth. And the truth at the moment is that I know you, Joanna. I know what you're after. I can see through every trick. Go away and leave me alone.
Curtain!
Damn, there's no more soda.
Take it neat, darling.
How dare you call me darling?
I think you are a darling. I always have.
Please go away immediately.
You're really the reason I married Henry.
Are there no depths to which you won't descend?
Absolutely none. I'm in love with you. I've been in love with you for over 7 years now, and it's high time something was done about it.
This is the end.
No, my sweet, only the beginning.
Now listen to me, Joanna.
I think you better listen to me first.
I will do no such thing.
You must. It's terribly important to us all. Please sit down.
I'd rather walk about, if you don't mind.
Sit down, dear sweet Gary. Please sit down. You must concentrate. Things aren't nearly as bad as they look. I've got to explain, and I can't if you're whirling about all the time.
This is dreadful.
First of all, I want you to promise to answer me one question absolutely truthfully, will you?
What is it?
Will you promise?
Yes, very well. Go on.
If you had never seen me in your life before, if we'd met for the first time tonight, if I were in no way concerned with anyone you know, would you have made love to me? Would you have wanted me?
Yes.
Well, that's that. Now,
Well, now look here,
shut
Joe.
up. You must be fair. You must let me explain. When I said just now you were really the reason I married Henry, that was only partly true. I am devoted to Henry. Much fonder of him than he is of me. Oh, he was madly in love with me for the first 2 years, but he isn't now. You stood between us, not only in my heart, but in his. He hated your thinly veiled disapproval of me, and it gradually strangled his love for me. That's the worst of people like you with damn dominant personalities. You not only affect people when they're actually with you, but when they're away from you as well. Henry has been lightly unfaithful to me. 11 times, to my certain knowledge, during the last 3 years. He's probably having a high old time in Brussels at this very moment.
You're lying, Joanna.
I'm not lying. I don't mind enough to lie. Henry's a darling. I wouldn't leave him for anything in the world. We get on perfectly. Much better now than we did before. But you are the one I'm in love with and always have been. I don't want to live with you. God forbid you drive me mad in a week. But you are to me the most charming, infuriating, passionately attractive man I've ever known in all my life.
What about Morris?
Morris? Don't be so idiotic. He was only a step nearer you.
Is he in love with you? Has there been anything between you?
Of course there hasn't. He's very sweet, but he doesn't attract me in the least and never could.
Do you swear that?
There's no need for me to swear it. You can see, can't you? And even if you can't see, you must at least be able to feel that what I'm saying is true. We're neither of us exactly adolescent. We both know enough by experience that when our instincts are pushing us with all their force in one direction, it's foolish and painful to rush off into another.
Are you so sure it's foolish?
It's the most foolish thing in the world to store up regrets. Who could you and I possibly harm by loving each other for a little?
Please, may I get up now?
Yes.
How was the Toscanini concert?
Glorious. He played the 8th and the 7th.
Personally, I always prefer the 5th.
I like the 9th best of all.
Nothing like the dear old 9th.
I love Covent Garden, don't you? It's so uncompromising.
I love the Albert Hall. Much, much, much more.
I wonder why. I always find it depressing.
Not when they're doing Hiawatha, surely.
Even then.
I won't hear one word against the Albert Hall.
Morning.
Is Mr. Essendine awake yet?
He has not rung.
I wonder if you'll be very kind and tell him that I'm awake.
Alas, no. He would be crazy with anger.
Would he indeed? I shall be crazy with anger myself unless I have some breakfast. I've been ringing that bell in there for hours.
It does not work.
Oddly enough, that dawned on me after a while.
It is the mice. They eat right through the wires. They are very destructive.
Good morning, miss.
Good morning.
Oh, dear.
I beg your pardon.
You're Mrs. Lippier, aren't you?
Yes, I am. That, I gather, was Mr. Essendine's valet. Does he always behave like that?
He was a steward on a very large ship.
Most of the ship stewards I've met have good manners.
He is the only one I know.
I should like some China tea, some thin toast without butter, and a soft-boiled egg, please.
We have no tea, and no eggs either. But I will make the toast with pleasure.
Have you any coffee?
Yes, we have coffee.
Then kindly bring me some as quickly as you can.
I will tell Fred.
And as he was on such a very large ship, perhaps he could do something about the tap in that bathroom.
Alas, it was not a bathroom, steward.
Good morning, Monica.
Joanna?
Thank heaven you come. I just had such a complicated chat with the housekeeper.
Did you stay here last night?
Yes, wasn't it sweet of Gary to let me? I did the most idiotic thing. I lost my latchkey.
You lost your latchkey.
I was in a dreadful state, and then I suddenly thought of Gary.
Suddenly thought of Gary?
Why do you keep repeating everything I say?
I don't know. It seems easier than saying anything else.
Why, Monica, you actually look as though you disapproved of my staying the night here.
I think it was tactless, to say the least of it.
In heaven's name, why? It was a perfectly natural thing to do in the circumstances.
Prince Henry coming home.
Tomorrow, by the 11 o'clock plane. Is there anything else you'd like to know?
No. I don't think I want to know anything else at all.
I really do resent your manner a little bit. Anyone would think I'd done something awful.
Well, you're obviously a better judge of that than I am.
It's quite astounding to think that anyone who's been as close to Gary as you have for so many years should have a prurient mind.
I'm sure you must be shocked to the marrow.
I really don't feel equal to continuing this rather strained conversation till I've had some breakfast. Perhaps you'd be good enough to hurry it up for me.
I always knew it.
Always knew what?
That you'd cause trouble. I'll see about your coffee. There's someone at the front door. Perhaps you'd better go back into the spare room.
I'm quite happy here, thank you.
As you
Good morning, Monica, dear.
Liz, darling, I'm so glad you've come. Joanna's here.
Good morning, Joanna. This is a surprise.
Liz, darling, I tried to get you for hours last night. I'd lost my latchkey. It was in the most awful state, but you weren't in.
I was in from 10 o'clock onwards. You must have been ringing the wrong number.
I rang the number you gave me.
Then I must have given you the wrong number.
I'll be in the office if you want me, Liz.
I do want you, Monica, so don't budge.
Ah, breakfast.
Where will you have it?
Here, please.
Good morning, miss.
Good morning, Fred. I think it would be more comfortable for Mrs. Lippier to have her coffee in the spare room.
Yes, miss.
I'd rather have it here, if you don't mind. I like to see what's going on.
Put it there for the moment, Fred. We will decide later where Mrs. Lippier is to have her coffee.
I have already decided, Liz, but it's sweet of you to take so much trouble.
That will be all. Thank you, Fred.
Rightio, miss. Just give us a shout if you want anything.
Thanks, I will.
He used to be a steward on a liner, I understand.
I suppose Gary hasn't been called yet, has he, Monica?
I don't know. Do you want me to wake him?
No, not yet.
He ought to be wakened at once, Liz. It's disgraceful lying about on a lovely morning like this. So unhealthy. He'll be getting fat and flabby if he's not careful.
I wish to God he would.
I wonder what she put in this coffee, apart from the coffee, I mean.
Weed killer if she had any sense.
You're being remarkably offensive this morning, Monica. One always hears that the secretaries of famous men are rather frustrated and dragon-like. It's funny you should turn out so true to type.
The only thing that's frustrating me at the moment is a wholesome fear of the gallows.
I think, after all, perhaps you had better go into the office, Monica. This situation is getting rather tense.
For no reason at all, as far as I can see, unless you both have most unpleasant minds.
All right, Liz. I'll come in a minute.
Poor thing, she's aged so terribly since I last saw her. I suppose she's mad about Gary, like all of us.
All of us, Joanna.
I must say he's enchanting. We had the most lovely talk last night.
I think it would be better if neither Morris nor Henry knew you stayed here last night, Joanna.
Good heavens, why? Henry wouldn't mind a bit.
I wouldn't be too sure if I were you. Anyhow, Morris would.
Morris? What's it got to do with Morris?
Oh, really, Joanna?
I haven't the faintest idea what you're talking about.
Now listen, we haven't got much time to waste fencing with each other. I know perfectly well you've been unfaithful to Henry with Morris, so you needn't trouble to deny it any further.
It's a most abominable lie.
Unfortunately, I dined quietly with Morris last night, upstairs at the Ivy. He was very upset and became rather hysterical, as you know he sometimes does. He told me everything.
So, he told you everything, did he?
Quite natural that he should. After all, we're old friends, you know. All of us.
How dare he discuss me with you or with anyone?
Don't be silly, Joanna.
A charming constellation of gossipy little planets circling round the great, glorious sun.
I was coming to that.
What do you mean?
I don't want to know anything about what happened here last night, but I'll tell you one thing. That great, glorious sun is not going to get tangled up in this if I can stop it. And I can.
I should be interested to know how.
I don't think Gary would like to know that you had been Morris's mistress as well as Henry's wife. And I don't think Morris would like to know that you had been Gary's mistress, which I suspect you have.
Mistress, indeed. Melodramatic nonsense.
And I don't think Henry would like to know anything about any of it.
Are you trying to blackmail me?
Yes, I am.
You mean you'd be low enough to tell Gary?
And Morris and Henry. I shall tell them all, unless you do as I say.
I suppose you're still in love with Gary yourself.
Not in the least, and even if I were, it's entirely beside the point. I certainly love him. I love Morris and Henry too. We've all been devoted to one another for very many years. It would take more than you to break that up permanently. But I'm not going to risk you even upsetting it temporarily. You're going to do as I tell you.
And what if I don't?
Then you will be out, my dear, with all of us forever. With Gary most of all, and quite soon. You wouldn't like that, you know. It'd be very shaming to your vanity.
You're very sure?
Absolutely positive. I know Gary well, you know. After all, I've had every opportunity.
Pity you ever left him.
For him, yes. I think it is.
Why should you imagine that I should mind so terribly if I were out with all of you, as you put it?
Principally because you made such a terrific effort to get in. You'd have had better results, and much quicker, too, if you hadn't been so determined to be alluring.
I have never been spoken to like this in my life.
Well, make the most of it. Now then, we haven't got much time. What are you going to do?
Do? I'm not going to do anything.
You are to be sensible and do what I ask you, or are you not?
You haven't asked me anything yet.
I want you to promise that you will not see Gary again before he goes to Africa.
Really?
Will you promise that?
No, certainly not. It's nonsense. And even if I did promise it, how do I know I can trust you? And Monica, what about her?
Monica won't say a word, and nor will I, if you swear not to see Gary again before he goes.
I'm bound to see him again. How can I avoid it?
Well, you could be ill, you could go to Paris, anywhere.
I have no intention of doing any such thing.
Very well. Fred! Fred!
It'll be you who's breaking everything up, not me.
Did you call, miss?
Go and wake Mr. Gary immediately, if you please.
Righty-o, miss.
Oh, and answer the front doorbell first.
Yes, miss.
It's Morris. He told me last night he was coming to see Gary at 11.
Now, look here,
I'm
Liz.
glad, really. It'll be more convenient.
I can't face him. It'll be too unpleasant. I'll do as you say.
You swear it. You swear you won't see him again. You'll go away.
Yes, I swear.
Quickly, then, get back into that spare room. And don't you come out until I tell you.
It's a Mr. Maule. He says he's got an appointment.
Mr. who?
Maule. He looks a bit wet to me.
Well, you better show him in here. Miss Reed can deal with him. I'll tell her.
Righty-o, miss.
Monica! Monica! What is it? Mr. Maule is here.
He's no right to be. He's raving mad.
Mr. Maule.
morning.
We met before, do you remember?
Oh, yes, very well, yes.
Have you an appointment with Mr. Essendine?
Oh, yes, indeed. I spoke to him last night on the telephone. He told me I was to come at 10:30. I fear I'm a little late.
I'm afraid you can't possibly see him at the moment. Could you call back later?
Well, isn't there somewhere I could wait?
Go into the office and I'll find out when Mr. Essendine can see you.
Thank you very much. You're very kind.
Not at all. This way.
Oughtn't I to have let him in?
I don't know, Fred. He swears Mr. Gary told him to come, but I can't believe he did. You better go upstairs. Wake him and ask him.
No, Monica, don't wake Gary yet. I'd rather he slept on for a bit.
All right, Fred, we'll call him later.
It's all the same to me.
Listen, Monica, I've guaranteed that neither you nor I will say a word to Morris or Henry or anybody about her being here if she swears not to see Gary again before he goes to Africa.
And did she?
Yes, she did. But Morris will be here any minute. It's going to be awkward. There's a telephone in that spare room, isn't there?
Yes.
Is it the same number as this or different?
No, it's the private line. That one's an extension from the office.
What's that number?
You know it, the private line, Sloan 2642.
Here he is. Leave it to me. I'll explain later.
Oh, Mr. Maule, what are you doing?
Gary!
Never do that to me again as long as you live.
Where are you going?
Out.
Out where?
Just out. Surely I can go out if I want to.
I never even knew you was up. Oh, you are a dark horse and no mistake.
Don't be impertinent, friend, and go away.
All right, all right. The gentleman's in the office and the lady's in the spare room, if you happen to want either of them.
What was he talking about? The boy's off his rocker.
Lady, really, Gary, you're impossible. Who is he?
I would be so very, very much obliged if everybody would mind their own goddamn
Oh,
business.
for heaven's sake, get rid of her. I've got to talk to you. I'm in a bad way.
Why, what's the matter?
We'll get rid of her first, whoever she is. She's probably got a rear clamp to the keyhole.
Well, she may be in the bar.
Well, tell her to hurry then.
Not here, Morris.
If you won't, I will.
No, Morris, I forbid you to go near that room, Morris. Wait.
Will you please come out as soon as you can?
Come in. I was only just powdering my nose.
Liz, it's you.
Well, of course. Who did you think it was?
What on earth were you making such a fuss about, Gary?
I make a fuss? I don't know what you're talking about. I was just standing here.
Why are you so completely dressed so very suddenly? You were asleep a few minutes ago.
Oh, no, I wasn't. And what is more, I most gravely doubt whether I shall ever sleep again.
Perhaps your conscience is troubling you.
I cannot for the life of me imagine why everybody is so absolutely beastly to me. I'm bullied and cross-questioned and ordered about from morning to night. I can't wait to get to Africa to be away from the whole lot of you.
Not exactly the unrelieved sadness for us.
Oh, for God's sake, stop bickering, both of you. I'm in the most awful state.
Why, what's the matter?
Liz knows I told her last night.
Well, what is this? What did you tell her last
What is
night?
up here, Morris? Come and have a drink.
I don't want to drink.
Try not to be silly,
It'll make it much worse. It always does.
I'm sure this is the most fascinating little conversation. But I must say I'd appreciate the full flavour of it more if I had the faintest inkling of what it was all about.
I haven't slept for 3 nights, Gary, ever since you talked to me the other morning.
Oh, dear.
Why not?
Oh, it's bad enough getting one of my awful obsessions. You know what I'm like when I get an obsession. God knows you've helped me through enough of them. But this time I made an utter fool of myself and lied to you into the bargain.
Lied to me? What do you mean?
Joanna and I love each other, Gary.
It's just a horse I happen to know.
It's been going on for several months, but we made a pact that we'd lie about it to everyone in order not to make a mess and upset everything. But I'm not used to lying to you. I never have before, and it's been absolutely driving me mad ever since. Yesterday afternoon, I couldn't bear it any longer, and I told Joanna I was going to tell you. She was furious, said she'd never speak to me again if I did, and went away and left me. Well, I've been trying to find her ever since. She's disappeared. The servant says she hasn't been home all night. I'm so terrified something's happened to her.
Perhaps it has.
You don't like her, Liz, you never did. I'm not sure that I do, really, but I love her.
Oh, the whole thing's rather fragrant, isn't it, Gary? Oh, do stop fussing, Morris. Joanna spent the night with me.
Spent the night with you?
Yes, on the sofa. She lost her latchkey.
No.
She's there now. I told her I'd tell you to ring her the moment I saw her.
I'll go right round now.
No, you better ring first. You never know, she may have gone out or something. I'll get the number for you.
Oh, thanks, Liz.
Hello. Maggie? Is Mrs. Lippiott still there? All right. Hey, Morris.
Hello, Joanna.
You unutterable fool!
It's me, Morris. She's so terribly worried about you. Now, why didn't you tell me you were with Liz?
How did you get her out?
She's not out. She's in there on the other line.
I thought something had happened to you. Yes, I'm in the studio. No, only Liz and Barry. Yes, I had to. Oh, how can you be so cruel? Now listen, Joanna, I must see you. Joanna! She's hung up. But I must see her. I must see her. Liz, what am I to do?
Control yourself, don't be hysterical.
I'm going round to Liz's flat now.
No. You're coming with me.
Coming with you? Where to?
Hampstead Heath.
It's cruel and heartless of you to try and be funny at a moment like this when you know I'm utterly miserable.
What's funny about Hampstead Heath?
Oh, be quiet, Gary. Now listen, Morris, there's no point in you trying to see Joanna in your present condition. Have a drink and try to calm down.
For heaven's sake, stop trying to flog everybody into dipsomania.
You can see her later in the day.
I am surrounded by lies and intrigues and sickening emotionalism. I'm telling you here and now, I am not putting up with it for a moment longer. My whole life is spent trying to help people. In trying to give them wise, kindly advice, in trying to shield them from the buffets of fate. And what happens? They batten on me. They drain every ounce of energy out of me and then expect me to go tramping back and forth all over darkest Africa in order to make money for them. Money. And then when I'm weltering in my last moments in some malarial swamp, all you'll be saying is 10%. What happens if I try to snatch a little happiness for myself? A little gaiety, a little relaxation. I'm at once accused of being immoral and undignified and letting down my position. Position, indeed. I have no more position than a little frightened beetle cringing away into the shadows, trying frantically to hide away from the blinding, merciless light of criticism that is the world.
Did you not give an appointment to Roland Maule this morning?
What?
Did you or did you not give an appointment to Roland Maule?
I most emphatically did not. He terrifies the life out of me.
He's here. I'm afraid I told a wicked lie about the appointment, but I just had to see you. Oh, Mr. Maule, you promised to stay in the office.
Yes, I have to let you know that it's all right.
What's all right?
What I've felt about you. I've got the whole thing straightened out.
Now, please, don't misunderstand this. I congratulate you from the bottom of my heart, but would you please go away now?
Yes, please, you must go away, Mr. Maule. Mr. Essendine is in the middle of a conference.
Like hell it is. There is somebody at the door. Miss Erickson! Fred! There is somebody at the door! I haven't the remotest idea who it is, but I strongly suspect it's a mad cripple from Stoke Poges who's passionately in love with me.
Mr. Maule, I really do think it would be better if you came back later.
Oh, couldn't I just stay a little longer? You see, every moment I'm near him, I get smoother and smoother and smoother. My whole rhythm improves tremendously.
Where's Joanna? She's disappeared.
We didn't expect you back until tomorrow.
She hasn't been home all night. Nobody knows where she is.
It's all right, Henry. She stayed with me.
But I rang up Maggie. She said she hadn't seen her.
Oh, well, there's a reason for that. I'll explain later.
Wait till you hear it.
Something has happened. I had a presentiment in the aeroplane.
I always have a presentiment in an aeroplane. A presentiment that I'm going to be sick. I think I'm going to be sick now. I must always be sick.
But why did Maggie say she hadn't seen her?
We'll ring her up if you don't believe me. Monica, get my flat on the telephone, would you, please?
Oh, thank you, Monica, if you would.
do you do? My name is Roland Maule.
Oh, how do you do?
Roland Maule. I believe we've met her.
Please go away, Mr. Maule.
Hello, Joanna. Hold on a minute. Henry wants a word with you. Yes, he's here, in the studio.
I think right. Darling, you gave me the most awful fright. No, I got through everything yesterday and there was no point in staying, but I sent a telegram. Yeah. Well, I couldn't think what had happened. Yeah, we're all here. No, I think I'll have to have lunch with Morris. There's some difficulty about a theatre for Gary. Yeah. You coming back to the house? Yeah, all right, I'll be interchanged in about half an hour. Yeah. All right, darling. Tell her. She said she's going out in a minute.
Oh, no. No. Tell her to stay where she is. I'll pop in and see her presently.
Liz says, do stay where you are. She'll be around presently. What? Whatever's the matter, Joanna? She said she feels as though she's at a French farce and she's sick to death of it.
Well, that's just a telephone. It never stops ringing. Tell her to shut it off.
Liz says she'll have shut off the telephone. Joanna? She's hung up.
There's a lady Saltburn outside, Miss Reed. She says she's got an appointment for 11:30.
Lady who?
Oh, good heavens, what's today?
Black Thursday.
Honestly, I'd completely forgotten Lady Saltburn's niece. You promised to give her an audition and recommend her to the RADA. Or something. Don't you remember?
I most certainly do not. She must be sent away immediately.
Oh, no, you can't send Lady Saltburn away. She gave us £50 for the Footlights Fund.
I don't care if she gave us £5,000 for the Dorsetshire Midwives Conservative Association. I am in no condition to listen to anybody's nieces this morning. I'm on the verge of a nervous breakdown as it is.
Why? What's happened?
Too much, Henry. Far too much.
Oh, you must see her. It would be too terribly rude not to, after all you promised. It'll only take a minute, Fred. Ask her to come in.
Righty-o, miss.
It's all very exciting.
We'd better go and laugh. I'm not going to carry Liz, Henry.
All right, we'll go round to Lizzie's flat and talk to Joanna. It's only just round the corner.
No, I must go to the office and you must come too. It's urgent.
Lady Saltburn, Miss Daphne Stillington.
This is so charming of you.
Not at all. It's a pleasure.
This is my niece, Daphne. I believe you knew her mother years ago. She died, you know, in Africa.
In Africa?
I've been longing to meet you, Mr. Essendine. I've loved everything you've ever done.
It's a charming tribute.
Daphne simply wouldn't give me a moment's peace until I telephoned your secretary and absolutely implored her for an appointment. She's so tremendously keen, you know.
Oh, she must be, but allow me to introduce you to everybody. My wife, Lady Saltburn.
How do you do?
My secretary, Miss Reed.
You are so kind on the telephone.
And these two vivacious figures, Mr. Lippiat in blue, Mr. Dixon in grey.
How do you do?
Mr. Maule is in yellow.
This is quite a peep behind the scenes, isn't it, Daphne, dear?
This is the most thrilling moment of my life, Mr. Essendine. I've always wondered what you'll be like, close to.
You mustn't embarrass Mr. Essendine, Daphne.
I'm sure he understands. Don't you, Mr. Essendine?
Mr. Essendine understands perfectly, thank you very much, but I'm afraid I can only give you a few minutes of my time. You see, I'm engaged with my colleagues in making arrangements for my forthcoming tour of Africa.
Oh, I had no idea you were going to Africa. How very interesting. You really must pay a visit to my brother-in-law. He lives on the top of the most beautiful mountain.
Right on the top.
Please excuse us, we really must go now. We have to go back to the office. Goodbye.
How sad. Goodbye.
Morris? Liz?
Oh, I'm staying for a bit. I'll come later.
All right.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Lady Saltburn.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Mr. Maule.
I'm staying.
You sit down, Lady Saltburn.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Are you ready, Daphne? You know how busy Mr. Essendine is. I'm sure it's very sweet of him to see us at all. We mustn't impose upon him.
Yes, I'm ready.
What are you going to do?
Nothing very much. I'll try not to bore you. You see, I want you to hear me so very much. It means everything to me. You will hear me, won't you? You can hear me, can't you? And you're not angry, are you?
Well, really, Daphne, what are you talking about?
Mr. Essendine understands. Don't you, Mr. Essendine?
Mr. Essendine understands everything. Mr. Essendine always understands absolutely everything. What nobody else seems to understand is that the strain of it is driving him step by step into a suicide's grave.
Don't be affected, Gary.
My wife, Lady Saltburn, left me several years ago. Gnawing regret has soured the old girl up.
There's nothing worse than regret. Look at Chekhov,
Will you please be quiet? You're really nervous, Mike.
I'm not nervous. I just wish you weren't so many miles away.
Hey, what are you going to do? Sing?
No, I'm not going to sing. I'm just going to say a few lines.
Say a few lines. Would you like to stand on anything? Sit on anything? Glass of water? Very well. Fire away.
We meet not as we parted.
I knew it.
We feel more than all may see. My bosom is heavy-hearted, and thine full of doubt for me. One moment has bound the free. That moment has gone forever, like lightning that flashed and died, like a snowball upon the river.
Snowflake, dear.
Sunbeam upon the tide, which the dark shadows hide. That moment from time was singled.
What? Singlet? It's very good. I've never heard it before.
As the first of a life of pain. The cup of its joy was mingled.
Better still, mingled.
Delusion too sweet, though vain. Too sweet to be mine again.
Yes, congratulations, you very much indeed.
That room is like Frigidaire, and I've no intention of staying in it 1 moment longer. Would someone kindly call me a taxi?
Oh, dear.
You'd better take my car, Joanna. It's downstairs.
The chauffeur's got bright red hair, and his name's Frobisher.
Thank you. Very much indeed. I shan't see you again, Gary, as I'm going to Paris tomorrow for a month, so this is goodbye. I do hope that when you go to Africa, you will be wise enough to take all your staunch, loyal satellites with you. It's too dangerous for a little tinsel star to go twinkling off alone and unprotected. Please don't imagine I haven't enjoyed the circus enormously. I have. But in the circuses I've been used to, it was always the ringmaster who cracked the whip, not the clowns. Goodbye.
Oh! Stillington! Oh, this is splendid! It's splendid, I feel reborn!
Oh, go to hell!
I shall never forget those lovely days in Madeira and our picnics on the rocks. What fun we had. It really was wonderful getting to know you intimately like that. Without you being surrounded by crowds of people all the time, I can never begin to tell you how much it meant to me. Blah, 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 blah. Now for my exciting news. I'm coming to England, imagine. The first time for 7 years. I arrive on the 28th and shall be in London for 3 whole weeks, staying at the Rubens Hotel.
Blah, blah, blah.
You remember that you told me to let you know a good time beforehand if I should be coming. So I'm doing so. I am so longing to see you again, with my love and many, many glorious memories. Yours, Winnie.
Oh, poor Winnie. When was it dated?
November the 7th.
That was over 6 months ago. She'll be gone by now.
You told me to put it into Mount Pleasant.
Well, it's too late to do anything about her now, isn't it?
Much. She'd probably have been an awful nuisance anyhow. Don't forget that your ship stops in Madeira in a few days' time. You better lock yourself in your cabin.
Not at all. If I run into her, I shall tell her I never received her letter. It was entirely my secretary's fault.
Here's one signed Joe.
Joe what?
Just Joe. It's dated February the 2nd.
Yes.
He seems to have met you in the south of France.
I do get about, don't I? Oh, it's Joe.
That's what I said.
Yes, I met him in a bar in Marseille. He's dark green and he comes from Madras. Well, what does he want?
It's at the end after the bit about his sister having a baby.
Curious piece of information to give me, isn't it? Why didn't you send him one?
Because I didn't consider that Joe Madras was sufficient address.
Well, I'm damned if I can remember his other name.
Well, he's out of luck then, isn't he?
I wonder if I shall ever see green England again.
I see no reason why you shouldn't.
Well, I might die of some awful tropical disease or be bitten by a snake.
I doubt if there are many snakes in the larger city.
I can see myself under a mosquito net, fighting for breath.
Who will?
You have no imagination, Monica dear, just a flat, literal mind. It must be very depressing for you.
I get by.
How many more are there to do?
About 20.
I can't bear it. Put them all into Mount Pleasant till I get back.
A few moments ago, there seemed to be some doubt as to whether you were coming back.
Well, I can't answer letters if I'm dead, can I?
Well, there are 1 or 2 here that have got to be answered dead or alive.
No peace ever in my life. Not even a tranquil hour to say farewell to my pictures and my books. I slave and slave.
Nonsense. You've got the whole evening to say farewell to your books and pictures, but before you do, you've got to tell me what to say to this horrible old admiral in Rugby.
Well, what's he doing in Rugby anyway? It's not a naval base, is it?
He's retired.
Probably in the nick of time. What does he want?
Apparently you met his son at a dance in Edinburgh when you were up there doing Laughter in Heaven. And you swore that if he ever left the Navy, you'd give him a job on the stage.
I never said any such thing.
He has left the Navy.
Give him letters of introduction to people. Don't just sit there.
Oh, how can I? What does he look like?
Well, if he's the one I think he is, he's very tall, with vast, strapping shoulders and tiny, tiny hips. Like a wasp.
Can he act?
Well, don't be silly. How do I know?
And what happens if it's not the one that you think it is?
In which case, he's very short and stumpy, with his bottom resting on his heels. Now, give him letters of introduction anyway. Can't do any harm to anyone.
Very well. There's just one more that has to be dealt with, and that's from Sarah, Lady Walsingham. She's written most civilly to know if you'll give the prizes at a charity costume ball she's organising on November the 12th, there will be royalty present.
Why can't they give the prizes?
I don't know, because she's asked you to, I suppose. You can't all give them.
No, I suppose we can't. A firm but polite refusal.
Oh, but what excuse can I give? I can't say you won't be here because you will. She's written so far in advance.
Wily old devil.
I really think you'll have to say yes. She was very nice to us over that charity matinee.
Who, her? A mauve mountain with a toque on top. She was sweet. Tell her I'll be charmed. I can always develop a galloping hernia at the last minute.
Have you finished with that tray? I want to be getting along.
Is everything packed, Fred?
All except the last minute stuff, and we can pop that in the morning.
Is this poor Doris's swan song?
Oh, she's coming to the station in the morning to see us off. You don't mind, do you?
With her skipping rope?
I'm banking on it.
I must be getting home, too.
No, don't leave me, Monica. I feel depressed.
Oh, come on. few moments ago you were screaming for peace. I'll be here first thing in the morning.
I wish you were coming with me. I shall be utterly lost in Africa with some dreary temporary.
Is Liz coming to the station with you?
No.
Why don't you go round and see her?
You know perfectly well she's in a rage. I haven't seen her for a week.
You tried.
Of course I have. I've telephoned 3 times. Each time she spoke to me kindly and remotely, as though I were an idiot child. I'm not sure she didn't spell some of the words out for me.
You want me to have a go at her?
Certainly not. If she wishes to behave like an outraged Mother Superior with chilblains, let her get on with it.
I do see her point. You really did go a little too far.
Oh, don't you get at me too, Monica. I've got enough to put up with.
I'm going to take these into the office.
You'll miss me when I'm in Africa.
Nothing more you want?
No.
Oh, this place looks so right lash up, doesn't it? How many did we have?
Oh, I don't know, Fred. About 60, I think.
Well, between them all, they put away enough gin to float the Queen Mary.
You better call me at 8, Fred. We've got to be out of the house by 10.
Rightio.
Well, off you go, Fred. Enjoy yourself.
And the same to you. Be good.
By the way, you better be careful if the telephone rings. Roland Maule has been calling up all week.
I should welcome even him tonight. At least he'd be interesting psychologically.
So would Rasputin.
I feel terribly flat. I suppose everybody feels flat when they're going away.
It's your own fault. You're on your own, you know. You refused all offers. You pleaded for some hours of solitude. Said you'd throw yourself out of the window if you didn't get them, and then we'd all be sorry.
I'm perfectly certain you wouldn't.
Now, you're getting a big boy, you know. You'll be 46 next birthday. Just fancy.
56 next birthday, just fancy.
Good night, dear. I'll see you in the morning.
I do envy you, Monica. You're so serene and unruffled. You go churning through life like some frightening old warship.
Thank you, darling. That sounds most attractive.
Have a drink before you go.
No, thanks. I really must be getting
A little game of something. Hello? Hello? No, Colonel Pritchard is not here. He died of drink on Tuesday.
I am going away now, Mr. Essendine. Have you everything you want?
Frankly, no, Miss Erickson. I have nothing that I want.
Oh, what a pity.
Have any of us what we want?
Oh, Mr. Essendine, you are only acting. For a moment, I was quite upset.
You lead a very strange life, Miss Erickson. Do you enjoy it?
Yes, indeed.
Tell me all about it from A to Z.
Do you mind if I pinch a cigarette?
Pinch anything you like, Miss Erickson.
I smoke so much, and I'm always running out. It is most silly.
You've got one. Where are you going tonight, for instance?
I am going to my friend in Hammersmith. She is a German.
Is she a spy?
Yes, I think so. But she is very kind.
I understand from Fred that she's also a medium.
Oh, dear, yes. Sometimes she makes a trance. It is very surprising. She will lie on the ground for many hours, making noises.
What sort of noises?
Oh, they are different. Sometimes she will sing high up like a bird. At other times, she may make a little bark. Often she is very ill.
I'm not surprised.
Well, I must be pushing off now, Mr. Essendine.
Push away, Miss Erickson. It's been most interesting. Thank you very much.
Oh, not at all. Good night.
Daphne! How very sweet of you to think of coming to say goodbye.
But I haven't come to say goodbye.
What do you mean?
I'm coming with you. I bought my ticket this afternoon.
What?
I've run away. I left a note for my aunt. You see, I know something now. I've known it all the week, really. Ever since that awful morning when I fainted. I know that you need me as much as I need you.
Now, look here,
no,
Daphne.
please don't say anything for a minute. I've thought it all over very carefully. I know I'm very much younger than you and all that, but I can help you and look after
But Daphne, this is really too absurd. You must go home at once.
you. I knew you'd say that.
Now, please put your hat on again and don't be silly.
I know you better than you think I do. I know when you're acting and when you're not. You're acting now.
I am doing no such thing.
You were acting when you pretended to be cross when I came and recited. But when you said goodbye to me so sweetly that other morning, then you weren't acting. The mask was off then, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
Daphne, let
Oh,
me
I felt
explain.
ashamed on Thursday at first. Ashamed at playing a trick on you by making Auntie ring up for an audition. But when I was here, I was glad.
Oh, you were glad, were you?
Oh, yes, I was. I think that's why I fainted. You see, I suddenly realized the truth.
What truth?
Oh, how desperately lonely you were. In spite of all those people round you and in spite of your great success, I realized how deep your longing must be to have someone really to love you and be with you when I saw that dreadful prostitute come out of the spare room in that tawdry evening dress.
That was not a prostitute, Daphne. It was the wife of one of my dearest friends.
No! Gary, you can't deceive me, I know.
I would like to say loudly and clearly that I'm not acting. I'm speaking with the utmost sincerity of which I am capable. When I order you to put on your hat, get into a taxi and go back to your aunt.
Oh, no, you needn't be frightened. I won't make any demands on you, whatever. I don't want you to marry me or anything like that. I don't think true love should be bound by church or law. I'm just coming with you. I've got quite a lot of money in the bank, and the manager says he'll wire for them to open a special account for me in Johannesburg. How just be there when you want me. When you're tired and lonely and want someone to put their arms around you. I won't even see you on the boat if you don't want me to. I'm not a very good sailor anyway.
You're not a very good sailor. There's somebody at the door.
Who is it?
I don't know. You better wait in the spare room.
Oh, no, Gary, please, not the spare
All right,
room.
the office, then.
Get rid of them soon, promise, whoever it is.
Daphne, on with your hat now.
Oh,
Quiet as a mice. Daphne! I'm just going to bed.
It's a matter of life and death. I'm afraid I must insist.
How dare you force yourself into my house like this?
Shout, you're magnificent when you're
I'll
angry.
tell you something, young man. You're just raving bloody mad. That's what's the matter with you. You're to be locked up. You're to be in a
Not all one's mad.
I order you to leave this house
I
immediately.
can't, I'm afraid. It's quite impossible. You see, I burnt my boats.
But you what?
Boats.
What are you talking about?
I'm afraid I told a wicked lie just now when I said it was a matter of life and death. It isn't really quite as bad as that, but it is very, very serious.
If you're not out of this house by the time I count 10, I shall telephone the police.
I shan't let you. I'm tremendously strong, you know. I can lift the heaviest things imaginable without turning a hair. This, for instance.
You put it down. Put it down at once. You'll do something terrible to yourself. Now look here, Mr. Maule.
You may call me Roland.
Oh, thank you, Roland. Let me put this to you simply and calmly, Roland. This is my last night in England, and I have a great deal of work to do.
So just now you're going to bed.
Yes, well, be that as it may,
Now look, I know you think I'm raving mad, and I don't blame you a bit, but I assure you I'm not a doll, really. I merely have an exceptional brain in many ways. A brain, incidentally, that may be of inestimable service to you. As I said the other day, you signify a great deal to me. You are, in fact, part of me.
Yes, but I'm sure I should feel very flattered, Roland, but if only I could persuade you
I
to...
wonder if I might have a biscuit.
Oh, what?
A biscuit?
Biscuit? Oh, help yourself.
Thank you very much. I promise you faithfully I'll go the moment I finish this biscuit. I booked a room at the Grosvenor Hotel. After all, there's no valid reason, is there, why I shouldn't be acting being mad just as you're acting being sane?
I am not acting.
You're always acting. That's all so fascinating. Oh, you're so used to it, you don't notice it yourself. I'm always acting too. I've been acting being mad because it amuses me to see you put a surprised look on your face. I'm absolutely devoted to your face in every move.
I suppose you wouldn't consider acting getting the hell out of here, would you?
Oh, that's wonderful.
What exactly do you want?
To be with you. That's why I'm coming to Africa, too.
That's why you're what?
I got my ticket this morning. It's so mysterious, but that's better than a poke in the eye with a burn stick. I've given up my law studies and left Ackfield for good. That's why I'm rather excitable tonight. You needn't be afraid that I'll get in your way or make any demands on you.
You don't expect me to marry you. There is somebody at the door. Will you please go away now? You promised me you would the moment you finish that business.
Oh, please don't send me away. Please don't send me away. You're too great a person to be unkind. Let me stay with you. I can protect you from all sorts of things you know nothing about.
Such as?
Yourself. All your dangerous vibrations. You're surrounded by pitfalls. Every step you take is fraught with peril, but your head is in the stars and you can't see.
Now look, Mr. Maule, if you really care as deeply as you say you do, you will do what I ask and go quietly back to Uckfield.
I shall never go back to Uckfield. The last train's gone now, anyway.
Well, go back to the Grosvenor Hotel, then.
I won't let you send me away. You'll regret it your whole life long if you do. I have a profound conviction about that nothing will change.
Come, Mr. Maule, here it is. Come out of there. Don't be such a bloody fool, Mr. Maule. Mr. Maule. Roland. Roland.
Hello, darling.
What is the meaning of this, Joanna?
Don't you know?
Yes, I know. You're coming to Africa with me. You booked your ticket this afternoon. You're not going to make any demands on me. You're not a very good sailor.
But I'm a perfect sailor. What are you doing?
I'm telephoning Henry. Hello? Yes. I am so terribly, terribly, terribly sorry. It's the wrong number. Yes.
It's no good doing that. He's not in.
Doesn't matter now.
Darling, underneath this rather taut, strained manner of yours, deep down inside, aren't you just a little bit glad to see me?
Absolutely delighted. It means we can settle things once and for all.
That's what I thought.
When did you get back from Paris?
This afternoon. Didn't you get my telegram saying goodbye?
Yes, Monica read it out to me.
Good, I meant her to.
I thought you were going to stay away for a month.
No, you didn't. You knew perfectly well I wouldn't be able to. I must say I tried for the first few days to put you out of my mind. I railed against you, said the most dreadful things that you weren't there to hear. Then I remembered...
What did you remember?
I remembered what you said to me the other night. You said, no matter what comes after this, what circumstances combine against us, what tears are shed, this is magic. The loveliest magic I have ever known.
That is from the second act of Love Is So Simple.
Yes, I recognized it. I saw the play several times, you know.
In that case, why on earth did you believe it?
I didn't. But the fact of your saying it proved something to me. It proved that you are no more sincere emotionally than I am. That you no longer need or desire the pangs of love, but are perfectly willing to settle for the fun of love. It's an adult point of view, and I salute it. I couldn't agree with you more.
That is the most immoral statement I've ever heard in my life.
It's true enough, though, isn't it?
No, it is not.
There's no need to be testy, my darling.
How dare you, Joanna? It's women like you who undermine the whole integrity of civilization.
What's that out of?
It's not out of anything.
As I told you the other night, I've always wanted you. I've always known instinctively that we were right for each other. I can't guarantee that we shall be domestically happy, but we'll have a good time.
Well, I'll be damned.
You were quite right when you said just now with remarkable clairvoyance that I was sailing to Africa with you. I am. I've got the bridal suite. That's all there was left. In addition, I've written a little note to Henry explaining everything. He's dining with Morris at the Athenaeum. They can read it together. Oh, who's that?
With any luck, it's the Lord Chamberlain.
Hello, Joanna.
Liz, darling, how nice you look.
Thank you so much. I do my best.
I think it only fair to tell you I'm sailing with Gary tomorrow.
What fun! So am I.
What, dear?
I decided this afternoon.
Well, it's certainly a big day for the Union Castle line.
I sent Maggie down to Southampton tonight with my luggage.
So Maggie's coming too?
Well, of course, I never move without Maggie.
If I may say so, Liz, I think that's rather silly of you.
I really don't see why. It'll be charming. We can all eat at the same table, do our lifeboat drill together.
I think it only fair to warn you that Joanna has written a little note to Henry and Morris, explaining everything.
Oh, good. Then they'll probably be coming too.
And I should like to take this opportunity of cutting my throat from ear to ear.
Nonsense, darling. You'll enjoy the voyage enormously. There won't be a dull moment.
You think you're being very clever, Liz, don't you?
I've learnt in a hard school.
Personally, I think you're making the greatest mistake of your life. It's always foolish not to have the courage to admit defeat.
You're being very high-handed, Joanna. And for a woman of your experience, a trifle obtuse. You seem to think I'm competing with you. I do assure you I'm doing nothing of the kind. It's very important for all of us that this African tour of Gary's should be a success. Obviously, there's no way of preventing you coming if you want to. But I think you should realize, before it's too late, that from the social and publicity angle, you will be there as a friend of mine.
I'll give you just 2 guesses as to who that is.
The gathering of the clans.
I'll go, Gary.
Perhaps I was wrong about you after all. You haven't got the guts of a rabbit.
I'm very glad I haven't. I'm sure they'd be extremely inadequate. Is it true? That's what I want to know. Is it true?
False friend, false friend.
Come, Morris, you're not in the Athenaeum now.
It's no good trying to be flippant. This is a miserable, disgusting situation, and you know it.
A stab in the back, that's what it is, a low-down stab in the back.
Not too low down, I trust.
Shut up, Morris. I've had a note from Joanna. I suppose you know that, don't you?
Yes, he does.
Is what she said in it true?
I don't know. I haven't read it.
Don't prevaricate. She said that you've been lovers and that you're going away tomorrow. Is that true?
Perfectly true.
Answer me, Gary!
I'll tell you what is true and what is not true, and you can stop bouncing up and down like a rubber ball and listen.
Be careful, Gary.
Careful? I've been a damn sight too careful with a lot of you for years.
You haven't answered my question yet. I want to hear it from your own lips before I decide what to do.
Decide what to do? What could you do?
Have you or have you not been Joanna's lover?
Yes, I have.
You miserable cat.
You came here the other night determined to get me, didn't you? And you were plausible and superficially alluring enough to succeed. You certainly roused my curiosity very cleverly. But it takes more than cleverness to touch either my heart or my mind.
You haven't got a heart or a mind. You haven't got one decent instinct in you. You are morally unstable and false through.
Oh, for the love of God, stop being theatrical. You should never have married Joanna in the first place. I always said it was idiotic.
You had the damned impertinence to stand there after seducing my wife.
Oh, come, Henry, I didn't seduce your wife, and well, you know it. I think you're taking a very high and mighty attitude over all this, but if you'll trouble yourself to look at the facts, honestly, for 1 minute, I think you'll find that you don't mind nearly as much as you think you do.
Oh?
Morris is the one who minds for the moment.
Morris? What do you mean?
Oh, Gary, that's disgraceful of you.
Disgraceful, my foot. I am sick to death of everybody lying and intriguing and acting all over the place.
All right, Gary, you win. I wouldn't have thought anyone could sink so low.
Fiddle-dee-dee.
Now, Gary, what do you mean about Morris? Answer me.
I mean that Morris and Joanna have been carrying on an abortive little ding-dong under your silly nose for months.
I'll never speak to you again until the day I die.
We can have a nice little chat then, can't we?
Morris? Joanna? Is this true?
Of course it's, mind you, it hasn't lasted quite so long as your rather dreary little affair with Vera Ratcliffe. That's been hiccuping along for nearly a year now, you know.
Henry!
And don't pretend you didn't know, Joanna, you were delighted. It gave you room to expand.
I told you that in the deepest confidence. How could you be so vile as to betray?
I am sick to death of being stuffed with everybody's confidences. I'm bulging with them. You, all of you, come to me over and over again and pour your damn tears and emotions and sentiment over me till I wet through. You're all just as bad as I am, really. In many ways, a great deal worse. You believe in your lachrymose amorous hangovers. I at least have the grace to take mine lightly. You wallow and I laugh. Because I believe now, in fact, I always have believed, that there's far too much damn nonsense talked about sex. I enjoy it for what it's worth, of course. And what is more, I fully intend to go on doing so for as long as anybody's interested. But when the time comes they're not, I shall be perfectly content to settle down with an apple and a good book.
Well, I damn! Of all the brazen, arrogant sophistry that I've ever listened to, that takes the prize for all time.
You have the nerve to work yourself up into a state of moral indignation about us when we all
I'm not
know.
working myself up in a state about anything. I'm merely exercising my right to speak the truth for once.
The truth? You wouldn't recognize the truth if you saw it. You spend your whole life attitudinizing, posturing, and showing off.
And where would you all be if I didn't? I should like to know. I'm an artist, am I not? I must be allowed a little license.
As far as I'm concerned, it's expired.
I suppose you'll be telling me next it's your restraining influence that has maintained me as the idol of the public for 20 years.
You're not the idol of the public. They'll come and see you in the right play in the right part, and you've got to be good at it. Look what happened to you in Pity the Blind.
I was magnificent in Pity the Blind.
Yes, for 10 days.
11.
If it hadn't been for us, it'd have done Peer Gynt.
If anybody else who just mentions Peer Gynt, I swear before the bar of heaven I shall produce it at Drury Lane.
Well, you won't produce it with my money.
Your money? Do you think I'm dependent on your miserable money to put on plays? Why, there are thousands of shrewd old gentlemen in the city who'd be only too delighted to back me in anything I choose to do.
I think that rather depends on whether they're married or not.
Yeah. Back to where we started from, single-track minds.
No, we are not back to anything. This has been a disgusting and a degrading scene. If it wasn't for the fact that Morris and I signed the contract for the Majestic Theatre this morning, we should both of us wash our hands off you.
I'm sick of this idiotic performance. I'm going. Do you hear me, all of you? I'm going for good.
Take my cards downstairs.
This has been a great evening for speaking the truth, hasn't it? Well, I I should like to add just one little contribution to the entertainment before I leave. I consider you, Mr. Gary Essendine, to be not only an overbearing, affected, egomaniac, but also the most unmitigated cad it has ever been my misfortune to meet. And I most devoutly hope I never set eyes on you again as long as I live.
Do you mean to tell me that you signed a contract with that theatre when I particularly told you that no power on God's earth would persuade me to set foot in it?
Now, look here,
No,
Gary.
I will not look here. No, this is nothing more nor less than the most outrageous betrayal of faith, and I am deeply, deeply angry.
Oh, now listen, Gary. As I told you the other day, they're doing up the whole theatre, reseating the orchestra floor, which you put over 100 on the capacity.
Oh, money.
Just in addition to that, they're simply mad to have you there, and have even consented to put a shower bath in your dressing room.
I don't care if they put a squash court in my dressing room. I will not play a light French comedy to an auditorium that looks like a Gothic edition of Wembley Stadium.
But no. It won't look like that, honestly, darling, when they've redecorated it. I've seen the designs. They're really awfully good.
You've seen the designs. So you're in this too. Traitress.
Now, really, Gary.
Oh, no, I don't know. Please, all of you, go. Parasites, vultures, waiting to claw the flesh from my bones. For 20 years, I gave you everything. I gave you my youth. Where is my youth today, sent whistling down the wind? I gave you my vitality. Where is my vitality? Drained out of me. And now, when I'm nothing but a husk, an empty shell, I am being sent out to die in the white man's grave.
Go on, both of you. I'll talk to him.
Well, that performance wouldn't deceive a kitten, come on in.
It's a pity they're pulling down the Lyceum.
They're not. Liz, darling, I could do with a little sip of something. I feel quite tired.
Whiskey or brandy?
Brandy, it's more stimulating. Hurry up, please. Hurry up. Don't muck about, Liz.
All right.
Lift my head, Liz. Lift my head. Turn on the lights.
The lights are on.
I'm sinking. I'm sunk. Oh, lift my head. Moisten my lips. I said my lips, not my nose. Oh, good God. Not South African brandy already. Liz, darling, you're not really coming with me, are you?
Certainly I am, and not only to Africa. I'm coming back to you for good.
More brandy. Liz, darling, please don't come back to me. I'm perfectly happy as I am. Have you no sympathy, no heart?
I'm thinking of the good of the firm. Oh, that reminds me. I must leave a note in the office for Monica. I want her to ring up the bank.
Good God,
first thing in the morning.
Liz, what?
Yes?
Liz, darling, you've got a sofa in your flat, haven't you?
Well, of course. What are you talking about?
You're not coming back to me. I'm coming back to you. Mr. Maule's in there.
Oh, not both of them.